No, get down.
Hi, Carl.
Hello. Video is
I have
not
a
on.
cute little
Sorry.
surveyor picture here.
Yeah. Well. Hey, it's also pointed up. Oh, you don't have your video on either.
Oh,
Puppy, that's my food, not yours.
let's see. Okay. Now I have to comb my hair.
Hey, makeup.
Well, I hope this works.
You got here, I got here.
I know, but at first it wanted a passcode or something, so I went back to Dennis's email, and down where the phone numbers are and everything, there was a passcode which I entered, but I don't know if that was absolutely necessary.
He didn't ask me. Just got here. Of course, I sit there and wait, and it says, and then the fine print says, if you're the host, click here. Oh, I am the host. So, we know we're not getting she emailed today.
We get Lori Winslow got the new email address.
RORC member.
Emily, I mean,
Not Emily, because that's the name I keep coming up
I
with.
know. That's what I keep thinking too. Oh,
Maybe it's you.
wow.
Anna.
Right. Oh, yes, Anna Riddle.
John's coming in.
And there's Susan Johns.
Yeah, but don't take this the wrong way, Susan. You don't count.
Good evening.
Evening, Don. Camera's off, if it matters.
No. Well, if I can turn my camera on.
In Zoom, it's in the, see if I can make mine work up. It's on the bottom stream of bottom part of your screen next to mute. It says stop or start video.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
Hi.
All right, there I am. Okay, works. Technology is a wonderful thing.
What you been doing?
Good, good. And yourself?
Good. I see you out there occasionally as I
Yeah.
come out that way.
Well, I got some shingles on the front of my building yesterday.
Oh, I saw that.
Got that finished. But it's coming. It's coming. Work on the deck, see what I can get done before spring.
And again, don't take it wrong, but another person who doesn't count.
Oh,
Maybe our audio wasn't on by then.
Audio and video. They're not on.
Video's not on. No, audio's muted.
Hi, Emily.
Mike's muted.
How are you?
We're all good. Everybody all ready for Thanksgiving?
yeah. I'm as ready as I'm gonna get.
Yeah, that's where I have to go with. Look at that. Russia never sleeps. Why do I doubt that somebody working in Moscow is named Eugene? Well, who knows?
Hi, Sarah.
Oh, people without the vote equal to people with a vote.
Well, who's missing? Al and Anna.
And
Oh, Chris.
Chris. I think I don't want one.
Just as a heads up, I have to jump just before 6:30.
You're always jumping. Oh, yeah, Monday night we got.
Oh, here's Chris. Hi,
Hey,
Chris.
Hello.
Anything else?
there we go. Hi.
Right.
Long time no see.
Oh, we have a quorum.
We have a quorum. And it is-
5 minutes? Thank you. Bye-bye.
I didn't hear anybody talking. All right. It being past the time of convening, since there's a quorum present, I call the November 22nd, 2021 meeting of the Ordinance Review Committee to order. First order of business is the approval of the minutes of June 28th. Anybody remember that far back?
Not very well.
Well, let's see. I was there, Jackie, Don,
Yeah,
Anna. The rest of you were absent. It's going to be a fun vote.
Well, can I move to approve my own minutes?
Oh, you bet. I'll second it.
Okay.
Is there any discussion?
I don't have any.
All those in favor, roll call vote. Jackie,
Yes.
myself, yes. Don,
Yes,
Chris, you weren't there, but you can always approve what you read. Or you can abstain.
Sustained, yep.
Okay. Get that piece of paper off my desk. The select board has asked us to review several things. You all got copies. First one is a tiny house ordinance. The state passed a tiny house ordinance. Any possible changes to ours? I didn't come up with anything that our ordinance needed to change.
I didn't see anything.
Jackie?
No, I didn't either. I mean, most of that is about licensing and moving those tiny houses and registering them. It didn't.
We've never had a minimum house size, so. Other than minimum lot size, and that's probably true of most towns, so
Yeah.
I know. But I mean, I remember being shocked when a friend of mine was living in New York State and said they did have a minimum square footage house size.
Hmm.
Actually, 960, I think was the minimum, so.
Hmm.
And if you built that small, you had to build a shed, 100 square foot shed minimum. All right, so we can report to the select board that I don't think this requires a vote. It's our consensus. There's nothing to be changed in our ordinance concerning relative to tiny house.
Do you think they want a legal opinion on that?
Well, we can say that the ordinance review committee does not
Okay.
believe there's any changes required. Its size is never, house size is never mentioned in our ordinance. There's no restriction on house size. If there's any kind of de facto by our newly adopted building code, but it's probably still above.
Well, we could also run it by Bruce.
Yeah, good. All right. You've listed, okay, policy of the use of town buildings, including the serving of alcohol. Why don't we pass on that one for a minute?
Oh, but I was just gonna say, I have have drafted a policy using a lot of different towns patterns with the use of alcohol in certain places, but with all kinds of caveats with insurance and licensed bartenders and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, basically this came up because somebody wanted to do a BYOB event
Mhm.
and we had nothing to address it.
Right, most of the ones I've read don't allow BYOB. They allow
Yeah.
alcohol, but they want somebody that's responsible serving it, I guess.
Right. Yeah, the board did not want BYOB.
Okay. All right.
Masonic
So,
Lodges, I
What?
was gonna say Masonic Lodges of Maine went through this just a little while ago, and came up with a master policy that if you want alcohol served, then this is the minimum Grand Lodge would accept as a policy for your lodge, and it was many of the things you talked about. It has to be a licensed caterer, there has to be insurance. The building owners, which is not the lodge, has to be held harmless.
Right. There's a whole lot of that. I can send out my draft. There's a draft application and a draft policy. If you want me to send it out, then people can look at it and we can discuss it next time.
I would say that's a good idea.
Right. I can also send, if anybody's interested, I can also send out all these sample, send you the address of all these sample ordinances about use of public property with booze.
That might be good. Yeah, that might be good. Yeah.
I mean, Dennis sent me a whole bunch of them, but he sent me hard copies, so I can send you the email addresses, or I can send you the towns, and I'm sure you can find it on the on their
You just tell
website.
the towns, we can go to their websites.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I like this. We're on number 5 now, building permit fees. Yeah, I've advocated for a while. I guess it's not loud enough, but all fees, not just building fees, but all fees should be under the fee policy, subject to change of the whim of the select board, and not specified in an ordinance, where it's much harder to change. For instance, I was thinking today, we've had some some pushback at the town office at the cost of mailing planning board packets out. It's one thing when it's 2 sheets of paper, but when it's Norwich Engineering applying for solar farm or Central Maine Power, it's a pretty hefty packet
That one costs $9 to send out
each. So
each.
yeah,
Yes.
either a sliding scale or something that determines the project size. But the application fee at the moment's $25.
I don't know. Is there seems to me isn't there a list of the fees that are listed?
There is, yeah, and that's available off the town webpage. Although people seem to have trouble finding it. I mean, grab my planning board book. I know I have it printed out there. Oh, no, I don't. It's the old one I have printed out. I don't. Back when it was a notebook, I had it printed out. Now that it's spiral bound, I didn't print it, but I know it's on one of my pages. And it's something we can suggest that they think about, setting an annual date to review all of the numbers on that list. So,
Right now, where are the fees?
Selectmen's have a page. Let me see if I can pull up a PDF and then share it. I can even get the PDFs. Come on, mouse. PDFs open. Just planning board. Of course, I'm not gonna pull it up.
Are any of them in the ordinances themselves?
I believe, well, they want us to change site plan, so, or building fee. I believe they really meant site plan, because I think that's where the 2 cents per square foot is, or maybe that isn't, no, that's under building fee. Well, I'm not seeing, I thought I saved it right out where I could get to it, but. Yeah. Nope. Not where I could find it.
I just shared
Oh,
the chat. I found the 2018 fee schedule. When I just Googled Wiscasset fee schedule, this is what came up.
Oh, I knew you could do
Newer.
this. So you just found something? Was there an
yeah, Emily
attachment?
found it.
Was there an attachment?
I think there's just a link that I sent.
Oh, really? Chat. I didn't have chat
Okay.
on. Sorry, I didn't have chat on.
Oh, here, okay.
Everybody either gone to it or can see it, but it covers subdivision site plan review. Huh, that is where 2 cents square foot is. New non-commercial structures, new non-commercial structures that do not contain a residence. Expansion, new commercial structures, internal plumbing. Oh, didn't they change that? I know there was a similar one for electric, $10 per fixture.
I don't remember. I never deal with fees.
Yeah. I know we had an electrical one that they just sort of said was crazy because basically it's going to charge you for every box or something. Nobody counts those things.
So the fee schedule, is that determined by the selectmen?
Yep, it is. Yeah.
Okay,
Well, I'm trying to find it, but Dennis's letter does specify where in the ordinance he's talking about.
Yeah. He says under building permit fees. So that's the one he's talking about. I don't agree with CMP. Well, his first question was, why haven't we run into this before? I think up till now, the only what we'd call high value construction was solar projects, and none of them have actually, well, the one on 27, but that's not high, and the one over on 218, but they've been around for a while, but none of the currently approved solar farms have actually filed for a building permit. They've had their site application fee, but not their building permit.
Okay, yeah, it says the preliminary application shall be accompanied by a fee as established in the town fee schedule as revised from time to time by the select board.
All right, your site.
so,
This is under subdivision.
so what does Dennis want us to do? Add?
Yeah, I know they were supposed to do fair market, but they haven't been doing that.
So he said the discussion that we had was either changing the ordinance from fair market value to per square foot or repealing the ordinance as written and amending it to allow for the select board to set building permit fees per the fee schedule, which is allowed under what I just read.
I don't think we'd have to do away with it, or we can modify the building code. It's only that section of fees that would have to change.
Right, but wouldn't that have to go through the full process?
Well, so would repealing the whole thing.
Yeah.
Takes a public vote to change it.
Right.
That isn't happening until you fill in the blank the next meeting, but the next public meeting, a townwide meeting.
What are you repealing?
Well, we're either gonna repeal and replace or just modify the building code, and building code is
Okay,
section
that's the second one.
2, page 21. I mean, it may need other things, but like it probably should mention that we have a code now, building code, MUBEC.
I think we added that.
Well, since obviously mine hasn't been updated since the
Oh.
last election. Actually,
Yeah,
this
we-
is dated 2020, so.
Yeah, under building laws in Article 2, under building permits and then permit fees, there's a bunch that would need to be fixed
Right.
/ removed.
So would we want, under permit fees, would we want to say that they are on the fee schedule that the selectmen?
Well,
have?
it's a cop out.
Right,
Yeah, well, he was suggesting we change it to the first thing I just read. That said, oh, let me try to bring it up again.
Yeah. Oh, we're finding it in subdivision.
Yeah,
Page 85. Application submissions would be the fee.
all right, it's hard to find the right.
Yep, that's why word search works wonderful. But State Preservation Officer. It's got to be near the end or something.
I know under Article 3 signed ordinances, Section 3 permit and permit fees, it says when applying for a sign permit, the applicant shall pay a sign permit fee established by the selectmen. So I don't know if you're looking to use similar language for a building permit.
I would say so. They may kick it back to us on how much you want to charge, but that's the kind of language I would say.
Here it is. The shall be accompanied by a fee as established in the town fee schedule as revised from time to time by the select board.
Yeah. Combination of those kind of statements.
so we probably should then go search through the ordinance for any fees listed, right?
Yeah,
We want to take all the fees out of the ordinance, right?
I would,
Probably.
instead of doing this piecemeal when somebody finds one.
Right. Does somebody want to do that?
And my kids would do this, not me.
Sorry, I can't take everything.
I'll find time to do it. I love word search programs.
I was hoping we could assign some of these things to lots of people tonight.
People don't volunteer. I'm not sure. People on here aren't on the committee, so.
Right.
Yes, we did. I hate touching 6 code of ethics. I've
You
been in
hate
many
what?
I hate touching number 6 code of ethics. I've been in many groups where that's not been very popular. Or we've been told to stay right away from it by our legal beagles as far as licensure, but this is where, Jackie, you say you've been on the ball here and researched other towns.
What?
Code of ethics. This is where you jump in and say you've already gotten ahead of the curve.
No, but I can send would somebody like to work on that? Because I could send them a whole bunch of links that Dennis sent me.
Wow.
Or I'll do it.
Well, you could also ask Anna.
Right.
Yeah,
I know. I was hoping she would be here tonight. She couldn't.
no,
be.
she said she couldn't. I don't know if she gave a real reason or just,
All right, I'll ask Anna and I'll send her the information I have.
all right.
Because I think at the very least, we'd like the financial piece spelled out, because even though that's covered and higher up, I don't know if it's officially in the law or whatever it is, but I'm told it's covered. It would be good to have it matching up in our own town policies.
Yeah. I know from MMA trading classes, they deal with conflict of interest as far as financial conflict of interests.
Yeah, the board went through that training, including that. And there's some disagreement on what past the financial piece we want, but I think we're all in agreement that we want the financial piece at least spelled out, even though it is other places.
All right. Well, I hope Anna wishes to do that.
All right, well, I will send her an email, see if she wants to do that.
If she doesn't, it'll go on yours and mine to-do list when we can.
Right.
I am already so far behind, I can't even think about it. All right. Hey, I think this one's yours, Sarah. Update on the marijuana survey?
Slash
I read the email.
comprehensive plan. I hope it'll go out in the next 2 weeks. I'm sorry. I did try to hand it off and it didn't happen, so.
Yes, it sounds like everything's going now.
2 weeks, sounds like we might be dealing with it the second half of December.
Yeah, I've put a new return date of January 15th
Okay,
for both.
very good. Wow, I didn't think we were gonna blow through this like this.
So
We're down to-
sorry to go back for just
No.
1 second. What is the next step on the policy for use of town property?
I'm going to send you all my draft application and my draft policy.
Okay, thank you.
I can also send you the links, I mean, the towns that have done it, if you want to look at all their sites. I've tried to get all the legal stuff in there so that nobody's responsible for anything. Dennis did say we should include the playgrounds and the sunken garden.
So it's really property, not just buildings. Yeah, because I'm sure we could have, I'm sure there are weddings at Sunken Garden.
He's asked if maybe it could be worked into the sidewalk policy, but I don't think so. I think you'd have too
No.
many.
No. Because if you were interested in, why would you look at the sidewalk policy if you were interested in knowing if you could?
And you want something enforceable if it's got legal ramifications and licensing in it.
Yeah. Does anybody have any other business? No? Well, we, three of us get some small break before our next meeting.
Right.
Sarah gets to change hats if she's coming back.
Well, please don't forget to record it because I'm gonna watch it later. I have a soccer
It's
game.
automatic. Totally not ORC. But I had somebody say they went to watch the video for Sunday and there's no audio.
I know that.
Can that get fixed or is that just gone?
Nope, it's gone.
That's too bad. That one's not going to get repeated.
Nope.
All right. Well. All right, everybody. Thank you. See you. What is 2 weeks? December 13th.
6.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, you're right.
December 13th and the 27th will be the
Yep.
two.
Although if you want to show up, apparently the easiest way that Dennis found to set this is it's set up for every Monday night.
What?
I think he finally set it up for every Monday night, which is the Monday
No,
nights. we
no.
want it, we use it. Did he
Whoa.
change it again?
No, he set it up for the 13th and the
Oh,
27th.
okay.
I mean, every 2 weeks. But that does, at the end of January, that doesn't work anymore
Oh,
because
okay.
there are four, I
Yeah.
think there's four,
All right,
oh, one,
Or
two,
what?
three. Oh,
doesn't matter.
no,
We'll
maybe
be
it
here.
works. Maybe it works for January. I don't know. But I mean,
That's a
February.
whole year away.
I know, and maybe by that time we won't be meeting by Zoom anyway. So,
Yeah, of course not. Numbers are only going up. Why would we?
yeah, I know.
Susan has a question.
Yes,
Who does? Susan does?
Thank you. Yep, sorry. Is it gonna be for sure Zoom, an entirely Zoom meeting on the 13th, please?
At this
Just so I
point,
can-
yes.
Okay, so tentatively Zoom only meeting. I just wanted to let readers know on that. Okay, thank you.
Till the numbers go down. Yep.
Okay, thanks.
All right, thank you. Thank you for catching that. All right, then. Motion to adjourn?
Second.
There we go. I don't think we need a roll call for that. All those in favor, leave.
Yeah.
Thank you, bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Have a good evening.
Have a Thanksgiving, everybody.
you too.
You too.